Hi YouTubers, it's extra we've been asked we medical related big ass here. So I'm talking about right now basically chemo and radiation. So this is going to be a topic right now. So usual disclaimers: I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical advice, nor am I a patient myself or a survivor myself. So basically, chemo and radiation is used to treat cancer. So all types of cancer, ranging from skin cancers to pancreatic cancers to lung cancer to prostate cancer, bladder cancer, etc., etc. And basically, what is chemo and radiation? So chemo, which is short for chemotherapy, is basically intravenous drugs they're given through an IV, and basically they used to fight cancer. So these drugs are basically used to destroy cancer cells, and also in the process they do destroy regular cells. So they are very strong, and depending on the type. So these cells can also cause side effects, or these injections of chemotherapy. Sorry about that. Can cause side effects such as hair loss, weakness, nausea, etc., etc. And also radiation, which is basically when they put external beams of radiation, which kills cancer cells also. So these are the standard treatments for cancer. There are different types of treatment available nowadays besides chemo and radiation, such as immunotherapy and hormone therapy for prostate cancer, for example. But the standard treatment for cancer is chemotherapy and radiation. Also, surgery is very common. So for a lot of types of cancers, surgery is very common. Now, the good news about chemotherapy and radiation, or chemo and radiation, is nowadays, compared to, say, 30 years ago, 20, 30 years ago, it's a lot more palatable. So it can still be very harsh on your body, and still be, very, grueling on your body, depending how much you're receiving, and depending what type of cancer you're receiving it for. However, the chemotherapy nowadays, the radiation nowadays is much more compared to 30 years ago, it's a lot more softer in your body. 30 years ago, the chemotherapy and radiation was a lot harder and had a lot more side effects, and was a lot more worse. So, just a lot more worse overall. So, that's the bottom line. Big ass scarf life. Bye.